Greetings again from all-seeing, all-powerful editor self. Hi, and back on the heresy, the radical synth, putting together the new strings based on PCBs. I decided to split the video because it was getting too long, and here we are going to carry on assembling our PCB based strings. Okay, done. So this goes over the top again. This is this piece of clear that I've just grabbed. This is a test piece. Hold it down with that. Yeah, I think that's good, but you get away from there, it's just... So it needs gluing down, and it's covered, these are coming up at the end, this end as well, so I need to clamp the ends down, which is probably not the next job. The next job is probably to get the top on, cut a piece this big and glue it down. Right, there we go, 11 centimetres, which is 1 centimetre over the width of the PCBs. Just a bit of extra sticking out the side. Probably don't need it, but I'm going to do it anyway. So here we go. My apologies to my poor old desk again, it's probably going to get even more chewed up. And right, and back again. Okay. Whisker on that edge. Right, there we go. So we will need, well, 52 centimetres long I'm going to make, and yeah, probably take my word for it. Okay, so printed out a couple of little just guides with the spacings on for the tape, orange for the tape, and drawn the lines, and the blue Sharpie comes out red on here. Explain. Okay, so I'm going to take these bits of paper off, put these lines to the end, and we'll put some tape on, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so here I have a length of tape, and I'm going to stick it on with a bit sticking out over the end so I can fold it over and make a connection to it. It also means if I can see the tape at the ends, I can at least line this up the ends so they're over the tracks. So I now need to get the backing off, and I actually need to try and pin this down so it's not bowed up. And there we go. Right, here we go. Not a good start. Will it come up? about it. Oh. And another king and a break. Well, I'll put the other ones on. Okay, so here it is, and it's perfect. There are some creases in it and there's a break in the first one. I didn't show any more on camera because I decided I couldn't see what I was doing very well, so I got my head torch on the job, so all you would have seen was a bright white patch of light. Anyway, so that goes like that, and we've got these little copper nubs to line up between the ends of the spacers. And hopefully it'll line up all the way underneath. So now we need to get the ordinary double-sided sticky along the tops of these, and this is 12mm or probably ½ inch, and these are 15mm, no 7mm. So I am going to take some of this and cut it down the middle, hopefully. What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? And stick each half on here. The tape doesn't have to be all the way across. And then some probably even thinner bits for these. Okay, so the question, can we cut down the middle with sticky tape? And I'm only going to eyeball it, and well, that seems to be alright. I guess the knack is to snap the scissors all to the end and pull them off. Well, it's possible, but not easy. Come on, get off my fingers. Well, it was actually easier than I thought it would be. Right, we now have to get these glued onto here, which means getting the tape away from the... Oh no, what am I talking about? I'm not doing that right. So yeah, now we have to simply stick this on here. Oh, come on. Excuse the top of my head. Oops. Well, that was easier than I thought. Right, well, maybe I'm just getting good at this kind of thing. Okay, this is another half width one, which I'm going to just put over the edge and dangle over the side. It doesn't matter, there's a bit of sticky under there. It really doesn't matter. Right, so I'm going to cut another half, put it along there, and the other half of this, that length, I guess will just go in the bin. Right, let's take a bit of this and that, and give these a little bit of a clean with that. In case they've got any tarnish on them. Right, final run over with some of this, and I haven't got this under all the glue, and all the glue's coming to kind of come off. Oh well. Right, so can't put it off any longer. Let's get the backing off this tape. Let's see if we can put this thing down. Oh, I'm trying to use my fingernails because I haven't got any fingernails. I bite. Right. What I'm going to attempt to do is get it centered. On the middle, and I'm just guessing here. Well, that's wrong. Oh no, no, no! Well, I'm not happy that this end is particularly well aligned, but so the next thing I am going to do is, I guess, try it. Okay, here we are with the camera pointing at the screen, unfortunately, because as I've said on several occasions each video, the Camtasia screen record does not like this program. So, well, this program doesn't like the Camtasia screen record, I guess, to be more accurate. So here we go, and we have it done, the top down, and I've spilled water on it. So let's fire up the software. So the turntable works, and the string works, the top string, so should we see if it makes any sort of sensible noise. There we go. So shall we try and make it polyphonic, since we now have 4 strings working? Okay, so here we are. I have actually stuck some calibrations on the top so we can try and play notes in tune, and I also with a bit of a fight. If you've seen the video of me on counter variables, with a bit of a fight I've got it to be polyphonic. So it plays 4 notes, but then if you try and play, say, 3 notes in a C major chord, that ain't a C major chord. So, So now if you notice at the bottom of the screen for the top string I've printed the V, which is the A to D converter output from here as a double. So 3.3 volts is 1. And the pitch it converts to, and I've calibrated it to that to 50 and that to 82. My fingers not right in the right place. And that is about the middle, which is 60, 62, 64, 66. And as you can see, that is way off 66, nearly a whole semitone out. So what is going wrong here? I don't know, and they're all the same. I mean, these are just tracks on a PCB. It should be linear. They're the same thickness all the way up. So I need to investigate that, but this video has gone on far too long, and I've gone on far too long making it. So I am going to quit for now. Also, I noticed actually trying to play it, you do actually have to press quite hard on this, so I need something even a bit thinner than that. Thought possibly that, just tape and then put the copper tape on the underside. But that is for another video. I have done, what, 4 videos on the trot on this. All of them have taken a long time to make. So however, I'm gonna call it a day on this video, because I've done, I think, 4 videos on getting these PCB strings working, and they've all taken me a long time to do, and I'm getting a bit fed up with it, want to do something else. And I might go back next time to having a look first, do some work on the sound engine. So I keep thinking that's it, we're going to have it there, we're going to have it working, but on a unsatisfactory note as it turns out. I'm going to call it that for this video, call time on this video, and see you next time. Goodbye.